Mexico in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The origin story of designing and building furniture really began when I moved to DC for my first 9-to-5 job after graduating college and working some other jobs overseas. And I found myself in an empty studio apartment, started shopping for furniture. After a couple months, I still had a pretty empty apartment, and so I realized that I had pretty strong feelings on design. Having never studied or really given any thought to furniture, I found myself obsessing over these styles and designs I'd find of pieces from different eras and in different parts of the world. What I was specifically gravitated toward initially was tabletops made from a single piece of wood cut from a log into a slab, and it still had the natural edges exposed. So I searched everywhere, and about after a year I finally found a guy in upstate Maryland who I'd heard third hand had live edge slabs for sale. So I drove out there to meet him and check it out, and that barn was paradise. We walked around for hours as he patiently answered my million questions, and we moved hundreds of slabs around to see the differences in coloration, shape, and wild grain patterns. I'd seen a few photos of live edge furniture by famous furniture makers before, but never saw the wood in person. And that was it for me. I left with a black walnut slab, went home, laid out plastic on the carpeted apartment floor, and got to work with some sandpaper and a handsaw. I finished it and was hooked. Since that was the first piece I attempted, this is where I learned I have annoyingly high standards. I refinished the piece about 25 times before I was happy with the sheen and the smoothness of the finish, but I put it on Craigslist and it was gone the next day. So I went back with the profits and bought 3 slabs. I made 2 desks and a wardrobe. I sold those and bought more slabs. I moved into a different apartment because it had a room with a concrete floor in the back, and I bought more tools to speed up the process. Then my wife and I moved home to Michigan to be near family and start a family of our own. Moved into a house with a small garage, which was a huge upgrade for me. I was still working remotely for the job in DC at this time and building furniture nights and weekends. It got to a point where I needed to start thinking about whether I wanted to be serious about this business, so I went for it. I went full time and tore down the small garage and built my dream shop. That was a risk, but I've been blessed. I honestly can't fully comprehend how fortunate I've been. With enough space and the proper tools to design and fabricate accurately and efficiently, I've been fortunate to work on a number of commercial renovations and build-outs, including a couple of the Google offices, residential remodels, and a boatload of custom dream pieces for people who have an idea and trust me to capture it. What the commitment to quality and standards has afforded me is the ability to work with the most breathtaking and inspiring lumber and other high quality materials I could dream up. The materials are obviously expensive, but I've been blessed to grow and have enough space where I go ahead and buy the beautiful slabs that catch my eye for one reason or another when I do see them. And now I have an inventory of hand-selected beauties that's always changing, being taken from and added to. The name of the company Wolf Wood Co. is in honor and memory of my German-born father, Wolfgang. The shop mascot Wolf Pups were a necessary addition. While the history of Wolf Wood Co. has been exciting, it's just as exciting thinking about the upcoming work to be done, adding to the built-to-last, detail-rich, functional pieces of art to enrich homes and commercial spaces across the world.